Greetings and welcome, people. Hang on a second. Greetings and welcome, people. Just taking the opportunity for a quick run out today to try out a couple of things. First thing is I've got that second microphone set up in my crash helmet. It's the wired microphone that I tried to test a couple of videos ago, but because of operator error it didn't work out. Hopefully this time it's doing the job properly, because hopefully I've done my job properly. We shall see. One of the points I made when I was talking about testing the microphone out last time was, of course, one of the problems with a wired microphone is exactly that, the wire. It does make getting kitted up a little bit more of a faff than just using the Bluetooth microphone, obviously because of the aforementioned wire. It's pretty obvious, really. I'm hoping to see if the quality is not much better, but it's worth going to that bit of extra effort for. And the other thing I'm trying out, or hoping to try out today, is something that's been inspired by a couple of vlogs I've watched in the last few months, where somewhat to my annoyance, the person recording the video has made the statement that you must be making videos in 4K these days. You know, not a suggestion that you should, a requirement that you must. And that kind of thing puts my back up a little bit, because my viewpoint is you make the videos you want to make, how you want to make them. To a degree, many people are in a similar position to me. They're constrained by budget. I can't afford to go out and buy quality 4K stabilized cameras. And in my view, 1080p is perfectly fine, because let's face it, a great many people don't watch YouTube videos on 4K devices. Yes, I can. I have a 4K smart TV at home, which I suppose people would say, well, if people have got those, they can therefore watch 4K videos. This is true. But I think a lot of people tend to watch, certainly YouTube, on portable devices, phones and tablets, and not many of them do proper 4K. Granted, a great many of them are really good quality, and quite capable of playing back videos in a decent quality, decent standard of colour and resolution, etc. But not many of them are 4K. So I would suggest, without having done any research, that the vast majority of people who consume YouTube videos or any online videos don't necessarily do so in 4K, except on rare occasions. Let me just get through this roundabout. You wait there, thank you. Now, I have mentioned previously that this camera that is pointing back at me there, as you can see from what's on the front of it, claims to be capable of 4K 30, I believe it is. So where I'm going today, I am going to try and set this up such that I can record, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes of 4K video. Just a little bit of sea view. And what I will do is, I will then, when I get that home, I will try and edit that together with the 1080p video from the helmet camera and see if I can put it up as a YouTube video in 4K, but of course that will mean that the file will be much bigger, because roughly speaking a 4K video file is going to be about 4 times the size of a normal 1080p if both are at the same frame rate, because obviously 1080p is the resolution is 1920 pixels horizontal, 1080 vertical. 4K is 3840 horizontal and 2160 vertical. So yes, each pixel in a 1080p resolution video file is divided into 4. And this is where I think a lot of the trouble comes in, because I think some 4K cameras, especially the cheaper ones, do simply do that. They just divide each 1080p pixel into 4 and create a 4K video file that is basically the same as the 1080p, just ostensibly at the higher resolution, not actually with any more detail. That's my theory. I haven't done any research into it to prove it or disprove it, so I can't, as I say, prove it or disprove it. So you can tell just by looking at some supposed 4K footage alongside the same view of a 1080p footage. Dusty roads, take it easy. And you can basically see by looking at them that they look absolutely identical. There's no difference in the detail or clarity. I mean, obviously the better cameras do a lot more work at interpolating the 1080p image or whatever the raw image is that's coming from the sensor. They interpolate it properly and build a proper detailed 4K image file, video file. I think this guy's trying to find somewhere to deliver coal. The aromas of the countryside are. I don't know why it went all West Country like that. So I'm going to give that a try, and these trucks really shouldn't be coming along these roads. It's ridiculous. So I may edit the helmet camera and what I'm recording currently on this camera together with the 4K, see if that works, see if my editing software is capable of manipulating that, see how that turns out. I know I've seen other motovloggers edit different resolutions of video together, but I don't know whether mine will be able to do it. If it doesn't work too well editing together, I'll just upload it as a separate video and just stick some music over it. And another big truck on these tiny little country roads. Absolutely ridiculous. Another thing I've tried is I've noticed that good grief, I thought the alignment of my helmet camera was a touch high. It wasn't getting as much of the cockpit area as it used to. So I've tweaked that down a little bit. So we'll see if that gets a little bit more of the office area, shall we say. Oh, there's a hawk up there, or falcon. Oh, Obviously got its eyes on something. Right there, thank you very much. I'm coming down to the seaside at Pagham to get some 4K footage. As I said before, it does irk me a little bit when I hear motovloggers say, "Yo, you really must be videoing, producing videos in 4K. You've got to do it." No. As far as I'm aware, there's no law that states if you publish YouTube videos that you have to do so in 4K. Bearing in mind that a lot of these people that are saying this are the really big channels. They've gone full-time professional YouTube, so their livelihood to a degree does depend on their production value, so good luck to them with that. That's their choice. But of course the other thing is a lot of these really big YouTubers get sent either on long-term loan or for free to keep equipment such as cameras, helmets, even sometimes long-term loans of bikes. Lamb at Pagham, it's a very nice pub, recommend it. So to a degree, a lot of these people that are saying you should be filming 4K are getting 4K equipment in some instances for nothing, so they haven't had to reach into their own pockets to obtain this stuff. For somebody like me, tiny little channel, absolutely no chance of anyone offering to let me review anything. I have to go with what I can best afford. At the moment that isn't the big names. Do I go down here? No. Oh, I think I might have missed my turn. Oh well. I'm out on my bike for a ride, so I don't mind. Here we go. No, this is the turn. This is it. Yes, I have been down this way before, so if you've watched, I think the video I made a couple of years ago now called 5 Things I Hate About My Bike. A little bit of a tongue-in-cheek, some might call clickbait video. I don't hate anything about my bike. There are things that I would like to improve about it, but it would fundamentally change the nature of the machine. So my bike is what it is, so I think this is going to be busier than I appreciated. Bearing in mind that it's a Monday morning, it's not a bank holiday weekend. Man, oh man, oh man. Pardon me.